Licensed acupuncturist and herbalist. Bob has ear ringing, and I'm treating so many people with ear ringing, high pitched, low pitched, and so we're gonna talk about ear ringing today. Bob, how many years you have ear ringing?
Well, I've had tinnitus or ear ringing for probably 50 years.
50 years. So you went to a Vietnam War. Do you think this ear ringing is related with the machine you're operating your?
Yeah, that was established because I do have a disability for tinnitus. My job in the service was high-speed generators and a mechanic and an operator. Back then, when I went to Vietnam to do my job, they didn't use ear protection or any of those things. It was, not something that they did back then, where now they would. And when I got released from the service, I indicated that I had this ringing all the time. You notice it more when you're sleeping or it's quiet. And I went to a doctor. They diagnosed tinnitus. I've gone to the VA. They have a very good 2-day program, but basically there isn't anything they can do. The doctors can tell you that they can do for tinnitus other than you can use white noise, you can use distractions by a radio or different things, calming sounds when I go to bed. And so I've learned to live with it.
Do you have hearing loss?
It has not affected my hearing loss. I'm 80 years old. I don't need hearing aids.
But you do sometimes. I have to raise the voice, right?
Yeah. The little volume problem. With the tinnitus, there is some research that says it's not really in the ear. It's a situation in the brain. So the brain sends these waves down through the ear, and you hear it through the ear, but it's not. Doctors will tell you it's not an ear problem.
I have some suggestion, right? The ear ringing you have is because the abnormal function of your nerves in the inner ear, and high sugar substitute, high salt, or nuts and seeds can stimulate those nerves because they induce the histamine. When you stimulate those nerves constantly, and then it will just firing up. So I suggest if you can watch your sugar, salt, nuts, seeds, then you might have a little bit of reduction. And I do have cases that they eliminate or reduce those things, and the ear ringing is much more tolerable. And then combining acupuncture, it will be helpful. Thank you.
Well,